People don't like Elon, and that's okay. Some people have even dropped their Starlink internet and sold their Teslas because they don't like Elon.
If you mess with my freedom, I'll tell you just what you can kiss. That's right.
All right, folks, welcome back to the Stoney Ridge Farm. If this is your first time here, I'm Josh, and this is a 150-acre first-generation farm project in the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains of North Carolina, and we used to have the worst internet known to man. It was horrible. It was almost like dial-up. I believe our internet was through CenturyLink back in the day, and I got 3.6 Mbps download speeds and like 0.4 something upload speeds. If you don't know your numbers, that means super duper slow. That means I couldn't watch a movie in the house without it. Little buffer wheel. Now, since then, for about the last 3 or 4 years, I have been running on Starlink internet. And guys, if you want to share your politics down there, please share them. That's fine with me. Today, I'm going to share a coupon that's going to help you get a month free from Starlink. Every Starlink user has this coupon, I do believe, but I'm going to share it with you in case you don't know about it. If there are political views that are horrible and disrespectful and mean and just, gosh, I've shared this before, but if there are horrible, mean, and hateful comments and you're just not being a reasonable person, we're just going to delete your comments. So share your opinions, share what you think, and we're going to talk about Elon a little bit after I tell you about my experience with Starlink. So stay to the end and we'll talk a little bit. And this can be an open discussion, and we don't have to disagree with our politics and or our choice of people or our choice of people we do business with. We can disagree, but we can still be civil. So I encourage that. Please be civil and share. Gosh, this is a platform where you can share your opinion if there's any platform. So this is my Starlink dish. My Starlink dish has been here, I guess, right around the 3.5, maybe 4-year mark. It has not weathered. The dish looks different now. I think it's a little bit smaller and it's shaped square or something like that. You can mount this on the wall, you can mount it on the roof, you can mount it on the ceiling, you can mount it anywhere you want to. Honestly, mine has just been on the tripod that it came with, and it's been sitting out here in the yard. Now, like I said, my internet was super slow, and the only options that I had back in the day was CenturyLink, and I run a social media business. In other words, I'm on the computer half the day and farming the other half of the day, and I need my internet, and I need good, reliable internet. Some of the pitfalls or downfalls or reasons why people don't want to use Starlink. First of all, I guess they don't like Elon now, because we'll talk about politics in just a little bit. I don't think it's politics, honestly. People don't like Elon, and that's okay. Some people have even dropped their Starlink internet and sold their Teslas because they don't like Elon. Well, I'm going to tell you, this was my only option, and for someone who may be RVing or traveling, there's another option for you also out there, so you can take this with you anywhere in the country and still have internet access. I think that is really, really cool. So I pay 120 bucks a month for my internet. It's not the cheapest internet out there. It's absolutely not. But, and they just ran fiber right up here. There's a fiber post right up here beside my house. I'm not switching over because my neighbors are having downtime with their fiber all the time, okay? We talk about subsidies and we talk about the government paying for things. Well, the government came out with a program a couple years back, maybe a year and a half back, and that program helped to establish rural internet, fiber rural internet. Is it faster? Yeah, it's faster. Is it reliable? That's questionable. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. I'm not real sure, but my neighbor's constantly complaining because it's down. Hey Josh, is your internet down? Nope. Now, does Starlink internet work in a driving snowstorm? Yeah. Most of the time. Does it work when there is a huge torrential downpour and you should have all your electronics, like a lightning storm or a thunderstorm, and you should probably have all your electronics turned off in your house anyway? No, it doesn't work so good. It'll bleep in and bleep out. It just does that. Right now I'm going to run a quick speed test. I pay 120 bucks a month. I think the plan is either 145 or 165 bucks a month so that you can take the dish on the road with you. And again, there'll be a link down in the video description, and I'll pin a comment down there at the very top that will share a link for you if you want to get a free month service. Now, what does that free month service do? It helps me also. It helps me on the farm with affordability of my internet too. So I want to share that with you and be straight up and honest. Now, let's go ahead and we're going to run a speed test right here with Starlink, and we'll show you guys what it's doing. I don't know if you can see that screen very good, but right now I'm sitting right beside my Starlink internet and I'm and I'm not getting a good speed. Yeah, I'm not. It's because I'm moving. Let me set this thing down on the ground a little bit. You've seen the dish now, you know what it's all about. Let me set this on the ground so we get a better signal. So it's rebooting. While it's rebooting, we'll give you guys a speed test here in just a second. I want to talk to you a little bit about the politics and my thoughts that I'll share with you on the politics of Elon Musk. You know what? I think any reasonable person can see what's going on right now in our country and that we are wasting a ton of money of our hard-earned tax dollars on things that really don't benefit the American people. And I know that there is a fear. There's a fear. A lot of people don't like Trump, and I understand that. A lot of people didn't like Biden. A lot of people don't like everybody. And we don't have to like everybody in order to like what they're doing and what they're sharing and how they're helping our country or how they're hurting our country. I think it's important for all of us to recognize that we are wasting an astronomical amount of tax dollars on things that simply don't benefit us as a people, us, the American people. And I think that that's important to think about. Now, am I a Trumper, thumper, whatever you want to call it? No, I'm not a Trumper thumper and I'm not a Biden thumper. I'm just a guy, a reasonable guy. And I feel like that most people are just reasonable people. And I do feel like that sending money to other countries for social benefit is just wrong. I feel like sending a social security check to a 250-year-old person, whoever received that check should be fined and or put in jail. They should be prosecuted for something like that. And I honestly think that the person that was in charge of that needs some repercussions too. So, you know, guys, I'm all about education reform. I'm all about building our country and helping our children and having a good place to live, a clean place to live with reasonable human beings. And I just don't think that we need to go at each other all the time. I think we need to pull together. There needs to be more togetherness in this country. And I totally understand. Mr. Trump has an attitude that definitely turns a lot of people's mouth sour. I mean, it does. I'm of the opinion you get a lot more with honey than you do with vinegar. However, I'm also of the opinion that we're wasting a lot of our hard-earned dollars. And guys, we work for those dollars, whether you pay it and you're self-employed like myself and you write a check, or whether it's coming out of your check. And I think we really need to think about that. Whether you like the guy or not, whether you like Mr. Trump or not, whether you like Mr. Musk or not, or what he's about, I still think as reasonable people, we all need to pull together. And please comment down here. And I know there are a lot of conspiracy theories and there are a lot of theories, but honestly, and maybe I'm wrong, but honestly, I think that Mr. Musk has good intentions. And I think he does. And he's volunteering to do this. Gosh, I mentioned this to a viewer, and I've got a lot of comments here lately about Mr. Musk and what's going on. And those comments have led me to just be saddened about the attitude of some people thinking that he's doing it just to benefit millionaires. I honestly believe, or billionaires or whatever, but I honestly believe deep down in my heart that he's a good man, that he cares, and that he cares about America. And I honestly believe that in my heart. And you're welcome to post comments, but please don't be mean and don't be sarcastic. Let's have a civil conversation and not like this. We don't have to do that, okay? So let's check out the internet speed that I got real quick. Here we are, cranking it out. 137, 143, 166, 170, still climbing, still going. 181, wow, 182. 182 Mbps is what I'm getting for download speed. Now it's testing the upload speed, which is interesting also. 55, 56, something like that. That's what we're at, 55 Mbps upload speed. Guys, going from 3.5 to that speed, that's like warp speed. That's like launching you into outer space. I mean, so I'm going to tell you, I had troubles about 3 months ago with Starlink. Maybe not 3 months ago, maybe 6 months ago with Starlink. And I don't know what was going on. I don't know if there were not enough satellites up there, but I was blinking on and blinking off and blinking on and blinking off a whole lot. And it seems that they've got it together now. It seems that Starlink is much better. And again, I think it's the most affordable way to take internet on the go with you, especially if you're like an off-grid camper kind of person, if you're going out way out west, out in the middle of the desert and camping out where there's no internet. So that's it. I just wanted to give you guys this little taste of what Starlink has been for me. I started out, it was absolutely great. Probably a year and a half into it, maybe 2 years into it, it started to decline a little bit. And now it's back and it's fantastic. I don't experience downtime. I really honestly never experience it. Cloudy days don't matter. If it's a torrential downpour, it matters. That thing is heated also, so if you get frost or ice or snow on top of it, it melts it right off. I don't know. You have your own choices to make about rural internet. This is what I use. It's Starlink. It's 120 bucks a month. There'll be a link down the video description for you if you want to get a free month service. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, please post them down there. I know this is going to get political, and that's why I kind of discussed a little bit of this, but I'm not that political of a person. I just think as a country that we need to pull together and we need to use and I hate to use this phrase, but we just need to use good common sense and act like we care about each other and stop going at each other. Let's have a little peace. Let's enjoy our lives together. We can do this together, guys. But if we butt heads all the time, we'll never ever get anywhere. Same thing goes for a relationship. Same thing goes for your kids. If you're butting heads with them all the time, there has to be compromise so that we can all work together. And we can't be extreme right and extreme left and arguing back and forth with each other. It just gets us nowhere. Nowhere. Thank you, guys. We'll see you next time on the Stoney Ridge Farm. I hope you learned a little bit today.